opportunity for getting in a vehicle, going south on a long road trip has been put out to the universe as something that I want to do. And so far, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Years and years go by. But it's just because you have to wait for the right everything to fall in line, and so far it's not in line. Does it look like it's in line to happen anytime soon? No. Does it look like it's ever going to happen? No. But Reverend Helen Street taught Reverend Angelica Jane Houston to tell me that despite all circumstances and all signals and signs, that whatever, ignore all that and just continue to affirm that everything is going according to whatever. I do know because I do know. It just seems to take a lot longer than what you would think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to come across as negative on this at all. It's just been like days and days and days and weeks and months and years and pretty much decades. I don't know. They always said when one door closes, another one. I don't want to sound negative, though. That when one door closes, another one will open. And, I've had all the doors close. And so far, there's not many doors. I shouldn't say I don't know. I just know what I was promised by Stuart Wilde. About the long progression of when you get to meet the beings that he got to meet. And I have met beings, I suppose. I don't know. He said the Ghoul War was over, I don't know, at least 10 years ago. And as far as I can tell, the Ghoul War never ended. And it still seems to be going on. I mean, I hear all the inspiring music all the time. Heroic music that would be great for a hero's movie, and sometimes I did get, in the past kind of moved that maybe something was going to happen of significance in the external world. But so far, no, nothing more than, incredible synchronicities and messages that are quite often not exactly for me, but, other people that are, paying attention to me. For example, today the word justice was spoken in a video or on the radio or something. And in that exact moment, I looked out the window and there were flashing lights on like a emergency vehicle as if it's like paying great attention to justice. It's just that, in many ways, what you learn is that to try and assign blame to people individually when it's quite obvious that you do the things that we assign blame to people. I don't know where, people's intent gets hijacked so that they do things that one could say they did that when they were hijacked by Wedico disease. That's pretty much what it would be considered if it was Star Trek. They would say planet Earth has got Wedico disease. There's a book by Paul Levy, Wedico. It's a disease. It's the pain body of Eckhart Tolle, the spiritual teacher. And, if you can get people's pain bodies, dissolved, then they won't be, horribly toxic according to some ideas. I don't know how long it takes because, time goes by so slowly. I mean, it does. I mean, I've been going and going and going on my mission to planet Earth, and I I don't know. It's just, the time goes by and meet Joe Black. It was, Anthony Hopkins looked at Brad Pitt and he said, your life, it goes by in a blink. And, by the time you figured out that there really is a big game, maybe it's bigger than a game, maybe it's, really is real, real, real. Um, and you're supposed to be participating in it. You're supposed to, like, you see so many movies like Star Wars. You think that your whole job is to sit your fat ass in a movie theater seat, wedge yourself in there with too much food and too many drinks, and then you never have your hero's journey where you have to rescue something of significance. And, well, you're missing out on, that's what we're supposed to be doing, mission to planet Earth. And so many people are, well, I don't know, just make themselves comfy for another day, another week, another year. Then just get into a graveyard, and, well, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. That's the sheeple thing, and you're supposed to be a Jedi. Or you're supposed to be a Neo. Because that's what the game really is. And how do you do that? Well, you have got to see, I guess, something that shakes you to the core of your belief structure. And for me, it was an out-of-body experience that it shook me all night long, because it proved to me that I wasn't this physical body. And up until then, that was like the biggest problem, believing that I was this physical body. Because once you have an out of body experience, then you're not the body, and so if the body dies, then I've already been out of my body, so I'm not that thing. So if it dies, then I think I continue on living. It changes the whole ball game, because then you are a spirit having a human experience. And when the human experience ends, then you as a spirit probably are going to have to, like, make sure that your karmic balances are all balanced. So it would behoove you to, do as much karmic, good merit as you can while you have a chance, because, time goes by so slowly, but then it's done, and it's done in a blink, and you're Anthony Hopkins, and he made that movie a long time ago when he was 65, and now I think he's like close to 90. It just went by in a blink.